The Prickle farm is, of course, renowned for its fabulous crop of thistles. These majestic plants have been known to nod their purple heads over our vast domain like a giant primeval forest. I rang Len, the secretary of the local Pasturage Protection Board, and asked him for something to thin out our prickly ranks. He suggested 2,4,5-T or 2,4-T, but I wanted something a little less controversial. Will goats eat thistles, I asked. They'll eat any bloody thing, replied Len, never one to bother with pointless scientific jargon. So we bought our goat from a lady at nearby Sutton who spends her evenings calling about 30,000 of them in from the paddocks for their daily discussion. When you see so many goats together in one spot airing their grievances and debating man's position in the infinite cosmos, you get the impression they're rather more intelligent than sheep, but not quite as philosophical as chooks. Our goat came to us a little fawn and white thing with two small prongs sticking out of his head. He looked rather like a deer, so we called him Blossom Deary. Logical? Anyway, going back to my conversation with Len from the PP board, he was quite concerned with the thought of us getting a goat. You've been giving your poor bloody sheep such a pizzling on the ear. Don't tell me you're going to do the same thing to a poor bloody goat, he implored. Well, I'm not. Goats, notably Blossom Deary, are to sheep, notably Charlie Pride, what the F-111 is to Ayers Rock. First of all, Blossom's a ventriloquist. Being used to the company of scores of other valiant Toggenburgs, he enjoyed more intelligent conversation than Charlie Pride could provide. Blossom wanted to talk about four corners. Charlie went in more for Love Boat. So Blossom took to talking to himself. This was achieved by bleating first with his mouth shut, giving a sort of faraway little quack, and he replied in full voice. He managed to keep his intellectual standards unsullied by Charlie's silliness, while keeping the topics well within the experience of a 3.5-month-old goat. Not that he and Charlie didn't become close friends. They're now inseparable. Blossom follows him round like a dutiful nephew, all the time chatting amiably to himself. Charlie just keeps his mind a blank and gets through the day with a minimum of fuss. Blossom proved also more of an athlete than Charlie. The closest thing to a physical act Charlie enjoys is getting up to sit down again. Blossom likes climbing on things. At first we even made him a seesaw out of a 44-gallon drum.